Hey guys, it's Willie, and I want to talk about something important. I been making videos about albums that I like, and I'll continue to do that. Um, this is a video that I wasn't looking forward to making, so if you easily get sad or offended or anything, I'm gonna ask you not to watch this video. Or if you do, um, I guess try to make light of it or whatever, or talk to someone that you trust. So, this is story time. Here to tell you a little bit about myself growing up and whatnot. So, I guess I'll get into when I was a kid. I had a not so normal childhood. I was a loner. I still am to this day to a certain extent. Not as bad as I was at one point, but anyways, never was really good at making friends. I'm still not very good at it, to be honest. Shit, this is hard. Anyways, I always wanted to be alone. Social isolation. When I was about, want to say 13 or 14, I started drinking and abusing various things, drugs and whatnot, and that made me into an even bigger loner. When I was a kid, I didn't live with my parents, and looking back at it now, it was rightfully so, I guess, even though I didn't see it at the time. But growing up, I thought about death a lot, wanting to die, and even suicide. I've even attempted it a few times when I was a kid, anyways, and I got help, and now I'm seeing a therapist monthly, and things are getting better in adulthood, or at least the last few years of my adulthood. Anyways, I'm not making this video for sympathy. I'm making this video to let anybody out there know that if you were, or if you ever think about suicide, there's always someone there to talk to. And that was something that I either failed to realize or didn't want to realize when I was a kid. I thought I was all alone, but you're not alone. You don't have to be. I didn't make my first honest friend until I was maybe 14 or 15 years old. I'm not gonna mention any names, just to because keep it anonymous. I only talk about myself on here, not anybody else. So, and another thing too, if you've lost anyone to suicide, I can't imagine the pain you're going through. I can't imagine what it's like to lose a family member, a friend, or an acquaintance to that. When I was, and I know I'm jumping around and I'm sorry, but when I was 17 years old, well, 16 going on to 17, I lost my father to complications of throat cancer. It wasn't the cancer, it was more the chemo and radiation that did him in, and of course I was sad about it, and I was like, oh, fuck the world, I hate it, I hate myself. Somehow I felt that it was my fault, which I know it's not, but just being the way that I am and being a loner and not being comfortable talking with people, I don't know, it's whatever. And I actually still smoke cigarettes. I had started way before he had the cancer, and people have tried to say that I should quit and all that, like family members, but I don't care about that right now. So, what I'm trying to say is, and then one other thing, 5 years later, my dad died in '08. 5 years later, in 2013, my mom died due to an overdose. I didn't really call the coroner because I already knew what happened anyways. And that kind of crushed me. I was in a bad place when I found out about it, and the first couple hours after I found out that she had died, it didn't seem real or whatever, and later on in the night I started freaking out or whatever, and that was when I kind of lost grip with reality and really more social isolation and just basically being lonely and miserable. So I guess what I can't stress enough is if you're feeling bad about yourself or depressed or suicidal or think that there's really nobody to talk to, that nobody cares or nobody will listen, I'm here to tell you that there is somebody out there that cares and that will listen. I think one of the reasons I got into music so much was because it masked my feelings, different genres, listening to different bands, different rappers, different whatever, got me out of my head and kind of helped me escape the harsh reality of being alone. I almost felt like I wasn't alone listening to whatever CD I was listening to or whatever was on the radio or whatever. So I'm gonna conclude this video in a second, but I just want everyone to know, just want to say, try to keep your head up no matter how bad you think things are right now. Things will get better. I know from experience. I even got inspired by another YouTuber to start making videos just because I'm trying to do something to improve my life. So anyways, this will be the end of this video, and hopefully tomorrow or maybe even later tonight I'll do another Music Geek video and make it all exciting and explain why I like it and all that stuff. But yeah, if you suffer from depression or loneliness, believe me, I know your situation. I've been there most of my life. Anyways, I hope that you have a nice day, evening, whatever time it is where you're at, and I'll be back on here soon. Peace out.